Harddrive is brought to you with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
In moments of loss, finding comfort and support is essential. At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we understand that every life is unique, and honoring that life is our mission. Our dedicated team is here to guide you through every step, offering personalized services that reflect the cherished memories of your loved one. From traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life, we provide a range of options tailored to your family's wishes. Whether it's a simple service or an elaborate tribute, we ensure every detail is handled with care. Let us help you create a meaningful farewell, honoring the legacy of your loved one. To learn more about our services, call 758-452-2021 Castries, 758-454-9239 Viewfort. Visit us at www.ramballysfuneral.com. Rambali's Funeral Parlor, where memories are cherished and love is everlasting.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and to our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe, especially those of us watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, and I believe on DBS television as well. So welcome to Harddrive for today, Friday, the 30th of January. Folks, we're almost at the end. We just have one more day to go, 31st of January, and then we have to say welcome to February already. Yeah, so you know, sometimes each month, a lot of us are facing all kinds of challenges. For me, I know when February comes, how come why? Insurance is due. What about you, Janice? I'm sure there are times of the year you say, oh my God, it's coming. You know what I mean? You have to face this and face that and face the other. For me, February, I don't look forward to that at all.
Good morning, Andre.
Yes, good morning.
I think every month that might be for me. Yeah, every month there might be, something,
Yeah, some months you just say, boy,
12 months in the year.
I don't relish that at all. Mm-hmm. Some things that you have to deal with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you only get a little break sometimes, maybe a little, and the 11 months goes by so quickly because there's so many other things that you're dealing with. It never stops, right? Mm-hmm. It just never, there's always something. You pay the bills and then next thing you know, they're back again.
Yeah, hand to mouth, as some people say.
Oh my God, boy. Yeah. What a life. But guess what? I don't mind being here. That's the strange thing.
Yeah. This is what you love. You do what you love.
6 feet under. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I have to choose, yeah, man, I'd rather stay and catch my royals. Anyway, so how are you, Lady J? All is well there?
Yeah, I'm still concerned about my mom, but all is well.
Yes, how is she doing? How's she doing?
The same. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Now you see this. Imagine I was on the phone. I don't remember what time I was on the phone, right? Mm-hmm. And I left the window open. Now, if somebody, when I say window, I was chatting with somebody.
Oh, on the phone.
Now, if somebody were to check me out now over the last the last half hour, they would think I'm actually online messaging somebody. And you see that the phone was there for the longest while. I'm just realizing that the thing was open. Anyway, so Lady J, this morning there was one of our regular callers to the show. She's in the diaspora. My friend, I know her very, very, very well. We've been close. She was very close to my grandmother. As a matter of fact, I have a pic of her at my home because she really treated my grandmother well. Okay. So I have a pic of her which I've left in my grandmother's room as a memorial. A memorial. Yes, okay. I have that pic there. So I mean, anybody who listens to REV-UP will know that I have this nice little relationship with her. So she called this morning and she was talking about you and the way you handle the equipment. Okay, the way you handle the equipment and other things like your attention to the guests who are in studio. She mentioned those things. Now, in your defense, because remember the name of the show is "What's on Your Mind." So I can't choose pick and choose what's on people's mind.
Right.
And I think I have to allow them the freedom to express themselves, because that's what's on their mind.
Right.
I think some of the callers were saying I shouldn't allow it. No. We have to allow it because that's the name of the show, right? Even if you're not comfortable with what the person is saying. But, in your defense, I said, you've been off the air for a while. It's been a few years. I think the last place you were was at Radio 100.
That's right.
And the equipment is much different. Now we have a new, this is state of the art.
Yes, Andre. Yes, state of the art.
State of the art equipment. And it's a little challenging. I also said that you didn't have much time to train per se, because when you came on, it was just a couple of days, and then after that we took a break.
Had to leave, yeah.
We took a break for Christmas. Then when we came back, Kina had to go on vacation. So I think it about like 2 days, 2 or 3 days or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yeah.
So, so you've been kind of here on your own. I don't have the time to be in here with you. I really don't have the time because there's so much on my plate. As you know, Tony not being there, I have his responsibilities, etc., right? So, I spoke about the fact that once upon a time, when I first started, I had my issues as anything else, because you're new to it and people sort of expect you to be operating at a certain level. And I was not operating at that particular level. And on the major newspaper back in the day, their front page story, get him off the air, get him off the air. I mean, I felt bad at the time, but I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I said, this is what I love and it's what I want to do. And at some point I will get it right. I'll get it right. I'm still trying to get it right, as a matter of fact, right? It's a constant thing every single day, trying to improve yourself. I also spoke about Russell. Russell has said it publicly already. There's certain people that used to, make him, try to get to him in terms of his ability to perform properly on the air and so on. So I don't think there's any announcer who didn't get that kind of criticism. If you didn't, well, to me, you're not an announcer.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So we just have to be mature enough to take the criticism. And I know criticism is something we don't relish. We don't really, you don't feel good when you hear people saying certain things, especially if it makes you look bad. So I'm just saying, for me, if it were I would just, take it on the chin and say, hey, let me just try to improve myself. But I'm sure our listeners want to hear how you feel. Are you all right with
I'm
it?
fine, Andre. Let me first say thank you to those who came to my defense. Like you say, that is the program. She wanted to call in whoever she was. I didn't hear it, believe me, because in the morning I'm quite busy. So when I walked this morning, I did listen to you this morning, the news and so on. After that, I can't, because I've got to get certain things done before I leave the house.
Well, thank you for listening.
Yes, Andre, when I'm walking, I do listen.
And I know you listened long before you actually came over here. So
yeah. But even when I'm driving, I can't, because I might be concentrating on the road and whatever.
Is your phone on or something? I'm having some.
So let me see.
Yeah, just put it on silent.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, this is Harddrive.
Right. So I don't know, but I know I got a couple of messages. Of course, maybe people were alerting me. But Andre, one of the things that I always try to do is, if people will always talk, especially when you're in the limelight or when you out there in the public eyes.
Like politicians get it a lot, right?
People will always talk, and no matter how much. Let's take our two leaders for that matter. We've got opposition. And we've got, Chasney and Mr. Pierre. These like him and these like him. There is nothing we can do, but they're human beings. But I think that some people need to know what happens behind the scenes before they can comment about what happens behind the scenes, especially when you don't work in the studio. You don't know what's happening. For example, I have the headset on. I'm hearing everything. I might look like I'm distracted to them, but I'm not distracted. I'm hearing everything. I'm doing stuff. If they want to talk to me, they talk to me. Because at the other station that I worked at, when these same people were on, they were to do the show, and I was only there to control from the system. So, I mean, everybody have who they love, because I understand she mentioned, Kina, and that's fine. That's fine,
And here's the irony, Lady J. Here's the irony. When Kina first started, she got her criticism as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
People will even,
we will just leave it alone.
People were even criticizing the way she laughs. and now
people love it.
And now people love it.
Exactly. People love it. People love it. So, and I think we had a little conversation about that before she left, and we just, because we are both loving people, so we hug each other all the time. So I'm sure Kina is going to give me a call. And, Andre, for me, for example, let me give an example. When I stopped radio and I stopped it on my own, I didn't listen to the radio for about 6 months. Why? So that I can get it out of my system. I just didn't listen. But people were telling me, hey, they're asking for you and blah, blah, blah. I just didn't listen, right? But at the same token, like I said, I want to again thank those persons who spoke on my behalf. I don't know them, but I appreciate them. And like you say, we can't stop people from commenting whether it's good or bad or indifferent. Yes.
Yeah, we just have to be mature enough to accept the criticism and do better. Okay, because sometimes there's merit to what people are saying.
Yeah.
We just have to examine ourselves and say, okay, is there something that maybe I'm doing and I should try to change it? But it's amazing as we
But the fact that you know the person, like you say, Andre, I still think, and I'm not asking for a comment on this, but I still think the fact that you know the person exactly how you say you know the person, which I don't know because nobody gave me a name, I think that person could have called you, like one or two of the callers said, you said, right? But then again, everybody have their own way of getting information out there. And if that person wanted to get the information out there for everybody, then she succeeded.
Yeah, but as I said, we also have to respect the fact that people have their opinion. It's like, okay, look at the politicians, all right? And I'm sure up to this morning, a person called about a particular politician, right? Now, the person told me the name privately, right? But this morning, he was very, very careful not to mention the person's name publicly.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, I agree with him, right? And there are other people who called after and said, no, he's a public figure and nothing wrong with the name being called. So you see, and the politicians get a lot of beams, a lot of criticism. I mean, in fact, I don't think I can do that kind of thing anyway. Yeah. Politicians get it left,
if you can sleep at night.
So why do we feel, and that's not anything to do with you, I'm just saying that to our listeners out there, why do we feel we can criticize politicians? And that's fine, but anybody else is no. No, I'm saying you have to allow people that freedom, that latitude. This is how the person feels, and they're making a comment about something, and we have to listen. And what we need to do now, after we listen to what the person says, then we say to them, okay, let's look at it another way now.
Right, exactly.
So we don't have a problem.
So you don't think that person could have called you privately? Since you said they have, you know them very well, and your grandmother, the picture is still there, and so on and so on. And I don't need an answer for that. Not you. I don't need an answer for that from people on Facebook or whatever. I'm just saying, because you are right there. So I'm just saying that to you. But they chose differently, and there's nothing we can do about that. But Andre, I think you want to know if I am upset or hurting or anything. No, Andre, I'm not 18 years old, Andre. No, I'm not 18.
Yeah. According to Patrice Roberts, you're a big girl now.
Hey, yeah.
All right. Well, good. So let's leave that right there.
So we can leave it right there. Yes, Andre.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Andre.
Beautiful. All righty. So let me just do some house chores. The menu for today at the Thomas O'Bread place is... Hey, by the way, I have to apologize to you about something, huh?
You didn't bring it.
It wasn't my fault. I'll get to that in a second. Okay? So the menu for today at the Thomas O'Bread place is seasoned rice, ground provisions, vegetable chow mein, stewed pigtail, baked chicken, pink beans, garden salad, and sauce with cucumber salad. Once again, the menu for today at the Thomas O'Bread place: seasoned rice, ground provisions, vegetable chow mein, stewed pigtail, baked chicken, pink beans, garden salad, and sauce with cucumber salad. And remember to try the wide variety of Seymour's beverages, which include coconut, ginger, peanut and peanut punch, and regular flaxseed and chia seed Seymour's with milk or without milk. So talking about Seymour's, yesterday, folks, when I left there, I had two things to do. When I say two things to do, first of all, two things to do for two people, Janice right there, and a lady, I won't mention her name, but she's been longing to get some pilau, some chicken pilau, right? She'd been longing to get that. And I did promise her that I would get it for her. So I went to Thomas yesterday, which I said I would, and of course I was supposed to get you the Seymour's, the peanut Seymour's. Everything was planned well. So I went there, we got the chicken pilau, and on my way back to the city, because Yasin was going to the city, she had some business to take care of. She was with me in the vehicle. When we got, I think, to the Badlil, She held her head and she said, "Oh no! I forgot to put the CMOS in the bag." Right? So
That's okay, Andre.
And at that point, they do.
But I thought it was. I thought you were saying you drank it.
No. They and I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy. They're doing some work on the Badlil. The road. I'm very, very, very happy about it. So traffic was backed up yesterday. Remember you called me and you said about because I did promise to go to Luther's home.
Right.
Well, Luther's bakery to get some cake.
Yeah.
And I said, boy, I got home so late yesterday afternoon because the traffic was backed up. You had to stop because you have to make way for, because it's kind of like one way, although it's a two-way road. It's kind of one way because you have to wait and this kind of thing. But I'm very, very happy that they're doing the work there. In fact, let me just commend the new Minister for Infrastructure. He's the Denry North, Denry South. But you look, I'm forgetting which one of them is. But anyway, yes. So the former Minister for Education. So I want to commend him because I see some serious work taking place on the flat road there when you're heading to the Denry village. There's this flat there where you have the gas station and so on. That road has been notorious, right, for some serious potholes. From Palm Valley going all the way down there, what they call the Denry Valley, right? The Denry Valley. That road is notorious. You have to be driving so carefully in that area because the road is sort of narrow, and it's either you go in a pothole, a massive pothole, or you have an accident. Now you driving, you have vehicles at the back of you, they're pushing, you can't just suddenly stop or even slow down. So you just have to go into that pothole or those potholes. But he's done a lot of work. So, Mr. New Minister for Infrastructure, look, I'm forgetting his name. You know me, I'm not very good.
Oh, you mean
well, give me his name.
For Denry?
Yeah.
Sean
Edward.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Edward, I want to say bravo to you. Bravo to you. I mean, it's nice when we say nice things, right? We don't just criticize. So far, my brother, so good. And I'm very, very pleased. I'm very pleased to see work taking place on the Badilil. Now, funny, when we were driving yesterday, I was thinking and saying, I remember when Sir John came back on the scene. Unfortunately, he didn't stay with us very long after that. And he did promise to have some bypass road, right? Taking you, I think, from Beausejour, heading all the way down to Denry. That was planned. I think he called it some quadrant, or he has a fancy name for it. And to be honest with you, his successor, in the person of the Mr. Shastney, for example, for whatever reason, they didn't follow up on that. Or even if they meant to, maybe they took too long to do it. So the Badlil really and truly should be a road, maybe just for I don't know, maybe you should limit who drives up that road if you have a bypass, right? So have it, because there is massive trucks.
That for sure.
And that's a real problem in that area there. A real problem, because right now those trucks, the length of those things there, I mean, is out of this world. And for them to negotiate those sharp corners, they have to toot their horns way in advance. Yeah,
that's true.
And it's a good thing. Maybe it's St. Lucians that probably meet up with them, because if it's some foreigner, you have no idea why the person is tooting their horn that way. So I think that's very, very dangerous. So I hope this current administration take a look at having some bypass road, because you cannot have that situation where you have those long haul vehicles, right, traversing the roads with ordinary little cars like mine.
Andrew, that's not a little car, but I hear you.
Yeah. We need to grow up. But so far, Mr. Edward, so far so good. I like the road down there now. I love it. I drove down there yesterday. I say, wow, boy, that's a huge improvement. So bravo.
They started that road before, Andre. That road, they started that road from last year.
Which one?
The road you're talking about, not the Badlil road going up.
Well, must have.
They started. Andre, but aren't you always on the road, Andre?
Some say I didn't experience any inconvenience. So now they're working in earnest right now.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So yes, so right now I could imagine in the morning, if that place there, if they're doing the same thing, right, it must be crazy. Yeah, because morning time you have heavy traffic. Yeah. I was on the road yesterday afternoon about after 4, somewhere around there. I got home late. And I even said to Lady J to make sure she apologizes to Luther for me.
I did. Because Luther said, okay,
I just want to get home, get home, just eat something, and just go and rest myself.
Oh.
Alrighty. Okay, Lady J, anything you want to mention before we move on?
No,
but don't
no,
worry,
no,
you'll get the CMOS. You will, I promise you.
No,
Okay?
that's fine, Andre.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. I know it's there every day.
Yes.
So one of the days, yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
So, let's just say good morning to Kina, officially.
Yes,
Kina and
good
Snow.
morning, Kina.
Hope all is well. And Kina, you're not getting too used to staying home because we have to come back.
Remember, I don't even think Kina is in St. Lucia. I don't think so.
Really?
Didn't she say she was... To me, she said she was going to be traveling.
Okay.
So wherever you are, Kina, enjoy. Enjoy.
I'm looking forward to having you
Yes.
next week, Monday, I believe. I believe it's next week, Monday. Just in time for our Valentine's special.
Yeah.
All right?
That's
Now.
true, the second.
So talking about paying compliments and so on, I have to say bravo to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. That incident that took place there at that mini mart in Leclerc, they actually made an arrest.
Yes.
And they charged the individual. From what we're hearing, this is a Jamaica national. His name was given, Xavier Cleveland Bailey, or J.A. Bailey, that's his name. And they charged him for the fatal shooting of Crescent Biscom of Leclerc Castries. Yes, so remember that incident that took place in Leclerc?
Yeah.
That was just recently.
Couple Fridays ago.
So that is, we have to say bravo to the police.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I guess.
Maybe they were cameras.
It was
Maybe they
worth
were
it.
cameras.
Because remember when I left here, the police were on the scene. I left there like about minutes to one, somewhere around there. The police were on the scene, and they were there for quite a while, a few hours actually. Right? Remember, people had to
I remember.
pass
Yeah.
back road and
Yeah,
so
you
on
said
to
you couldn't get
to
in.
get to my home. All right. So they did a lot of work. So I guess it paid off. It paid off. So well done.
But there's still someone out, wasn't it? Two of them.
Well, it's 4. That's what we said.
Oh,
that's,
my.
that's what they said. 4 guys. Could be, I don't know, because maybe people probably said 4, probably not 4. But the police are saying now, apart from this individual that was charged, there's another individual. Hold a second, I'm sorry, I get the information there. Okay, she said, so they're saying that the investigation is ongoing. And they also noted, which is very important, under Section 86(1) of the St. Lucia Criminal Code, murder committed in the course of burglary, constitutes capital murder.
Good.
Capital murder. So you're taking that to another level. That means you're talking about maybe death penalty and so on for that.
But we don't have that here, Andrew.
Yes, we do. It's on the books.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the books. That's for sure. Yeah. So as to whether they carry it out, that's
Right.
that's another situation. Yeah. So let's hope that because they say partners in crime, right? And there's no honor among thieves. So somebody going to talk. So if there were 4, the police will catch all 4, because them fellas will not go down by themselves.
Yeah.
But for sure, we know now that at least 2 individuals have been held in connection, but 1 has been charged. All right. So bravo to the police. And I want to say something. I pray that everything will get back to normal with the mini-mart. I know right now they've been very, very careful. They're dotting their I's, crossing their T's in terms of reopening to the public. I know that.
Oh, so it's still closed?
Yes, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
So it's challenging for them.
Yeah.
But I hope that we can move on, get past this. It's not the fault of the management or anything like that. That has negatively impacted the business.
all.
But it's obvious that they're taking the time now before they have a complete reopening of the business place. Okay, but again, bravo to the police. That's
I
one.
would really love to know the story as to why he decided I will shoot him. I would really like to know. Was he that close to him? Was he holding on to him? And while the others took off, I would really love to hear that story. But that is sad.
Yes. Again, people were not there, but there's some speculation which I will not repeat what I heard. But from what
The news.
I understand, one of them, most likely that individual, shot him from behind. In other words, he was facing some other person. As to who that person was, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he decided now to shoot. But remember, that's not official, right? That's not official. Nonetheless, it's just good that they caught somebody.
At least one.
Yes. And of course,
the main one.
He will have his day in court. We're not saying he's guilty of anything, but he'll have his day in court. I wish, we get more outcomes like that with all these homicides and so on.
Yeah.
So the police did a good job in this particular matter. But sad, we have to again remember the family of Mr. Biscombe. The gentleman is going about his business. That's why I don't like when people say you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, you're in the right place at the right time.
He's working.
You live in your life.
That's his job. He's making his, the monthly salary. We don't know what he has to do with that salary. We don't even know if the man is living hand to mouth. I mean, come on.
Exactly. Sometimes he could be the sole breadwinner. You don't even know those things.
Andre, exactly.
Or he's taking care of his old sick mother or grandmother or something, and here we are just upend people's lives just like that. These things are not right.
And I bet it was for nothing much.
Probably so for true. Yeah, you're right about that.
When you ask the question, it might be absolutely nothing. Maybe some alcohol or some cigarettes. Generally.
My God, man. So to the Bascom family or the Biscombe family, we're so sorry that you have to be put through this tragic situation. And as well, I'm sure, Lady J, that no doubt the folks at the mini mart, they care about their employee. They will most likely have to, help and so on with funeral costs and this kind of thing. As anything else.
They should. It happened on their property. They should.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the shoot pattern. Well, the assistant.
Assist.
Yeah. All right. So that's one. I also want to say bravo to the police again. I don't know if you remember, there was this young boy, a 13-year-old, that happened in Deriso, in Blasha Deriso, Miku. His name was Melchizedek Gilbert Tixie. That boy was shot and killed in his home, down in Deriso. I remember that incident very, very, very well. Okay, so apparently they have caught someone, and most likely now, he's been remanded at the Body Lake Correctional Facility. Okay, so his name is Makele Simon. Yes, so he's the one that apparently they're pointing the finger at who's responsible. There's also a second suspect. Okay, and they said that that second suspect had actually fled St. Lucia.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's still out. He's still out of the country.
They said that they confirmed the arrest of the second suspect.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, so he's been arrested. So maybe he came back or something. Who knows?
A warrant is out for him,
All these things, Lady J, and our listeners and our viewers, I know, the typical St. Lucian is not pleased when we hear those kinds of things. These things get us upset. Because you just so, for whatever reason, for whatever selfish reason, you just come in and upending people's lives like that.
And like you said a long time ago, Andre, Fini, you remember you said that once on the other station?
Yes.
Fini, there is no, you don't come back.
You can't come back.
Yeah. That's it.
At age 13, you're gone. This other gentleman, I think it was what 27?
27.
Yeah, 27. You're gone. There's no second chance.
Nope.
And you're going to be dead a lot longer than you're alive.
True.
Yeah. Lady J, when I go to the shock cemetery there, as a young boy, I was an acolyte. And I remember vividly going to the cemetery because there was a funeral service. And you go there with the, holding the cross and this sort of thing, and you stand. And I see these tombs there up to now. I remember them. They're still there. These are people who died when Noah was a boy. You understand? So death is something. Even the Bible talks about it being this great enemy, and it's true. You cannot come back. It's finished. It's gone.
Finished. That's it.
And it's just even more disconcerting when you hear young people like that. And all because of some person now, right, who's just selfish.
Yeah. And I think you said something yesterday. They wouldn't like that to be done to any of their family members.
Exactly.
And I wish people would think that way first before acting stupidly and recklessly.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We don't think about that,
reckless.
Yeah, we don't think about those things. All we know, we have a need, and we have the need now. And we need to satisfy that need.
Right.
And for some people, it doesn't matter, come with me. But there's a thing called delayed gratification, right? Delayed gratification. Without going into much detail, that is considered a master skill. In other words, it's called patience. And a lot of us don't have that.
We don't. No, we don't.
Yeah, we can't wait.
We don't, Andre.
Yeah, we can't wait. And when we're confronted with these challenges, because all of these people there, something was going on in them, when they perpetuate those things, it's something going on in their life, and they think that that's the best way, at least that's the only way that they know to solve the problem. Unfortunate
Some of
boy,
them.
really
That
unfortunate.
is sad.
And I think we as parents must really teach our children this thing called patience. And I think the best way of teaching them that patience is to not give them everything that they want when they want it. Okay, let me explain. Let me
explain that, because it's not always those who get what. Some of them is the total opposite, and that's why they do the bad things or the negative things, Andre.
Yeah.
So
But let me just explain.
there's a thin line.
Yeah. So say for example, your child likes KFC. Which child doesn't anyway? They love KFC, right? And you say, okay, right, you're going to buy some KFC. And KFC smells pretty good, right? It smells pretty good. I think it calls you. And you have your little kid inside the vehicle, for example, and the smell of that thing is all in the vehicle, right? Making, oh my gosh.
As we say, the aroma.
Right, the aroma, that's right. The KFC. They add the aroma of a KFC.
Andre, you're giving the people a lot of advertisement there.
No problem. I hope they come
I hope
on
you
board.
get some free
I hope
chicken.
So. I hope so too. Or they come and start advertising on REV-UP.
As they say,
So-
finger looking good.
So you now you want the KFC, but you know to eat it in the vehicle is not really fun per se, right? Because you can't lick your fingers the way you'd like to, right? Certain things falling in the little
In the vehicle.
remnants in the
Yeah.
vehicle. It's not the best place. You have to wait until you get home to really enjoy the thing and eat it like a family. You know what I mean? All right. And then you have a kid inside the vehicle. I want KFC. I want KFC. Give me KFC. Give me KFC. Right? You know the amount of parents are just given to that right away, just to make them get quiet. Okay. Look it.
Yeah.
We need to say, hey, take it easy. Be patient. We will get home eventually.
We'll soon be home.
Right, you'll get much more than you could handle. Take it easy. But we just give it to them right away. So it doesn't teach them patience. You understand? To wait. That's why they say delayed gratification is a master skill. So folks, if you don't know what delayed gratification is, just think of patience. Just think of patience.
A lot of us don't have that, Andre.
Yeah, be patient. Take it easy. Wait. Instead of doing something foolish that you're going to regret later. Okay? All right. Now, the Prime Minister was speaking at, I think, a graduation ceremony for recruits. And the Prime Minister said something, and I suspect maybe he spoke out of turn. Maybe. So, Mr. Prime Minister, I know you're a big fan of REV-UP. So let me ask you something. What are you talking about when you said, because he was talking about the witness protection program, and he was saying that they want to strengthen the witness protection program so more people can feel comfortable speaking out, speaking the truth and so on, and not hiding because they're afraid for their safety.
Right.
So he said they want to strengthen the witness protection program. And
I
then he said,
understand that.
yes. Then he said a police officer had the courage to say, what happened to Tyson? That's what he said. A police officer had the courage to say, what happened to Officer Tyson?
Right.
You know who Officer
Yeah,
Tyson
the
is,
dog,
right?
yeah.
The dog. Okay? So I said, huh? When I heard that, I said, huh? Where'd that come from?
Yeah,
So
but wasn't it the police officer who came out to say that he was not poisoned? Maybe isn't that what it is? I remember reading that he was not poisoned.
Yeah, but we all knew that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we all knew that
Also,
already.
you thinking that there's more to
There's
it?
more because he says that he has the courage to say what happened to Tyson. So we don't know what happened to Tyson as yet. Exactly. We just know that what didn't happen to him. Do you understand?
Andre, you're confusing me.
We don't know what happened, right? But we know what didn't happen. He wasn't poisoned. That's for sure. So if he's saying, Mr. Prime Minister, maybe we are misunderstanding you.
But what came out
right?
after those words?
He didn't explain.
Oh, it ended there.
Yeah, and I called a reporter. I said, what is the Prime Minister talking about? The reporter said to me, he did not elaborate.
Okay.
So, Mr. Prime Minister, you need to elaborate on that one, huh? Because it certainly gives the impression as though like the truth is
There's
out.
more.
Yeah, the truth is out someplace. Okay? All right. So let's leave that one there. Hopefully we'll hear from the Prime Minister on this particular. Mr. Prime Minister, you need to straighten that out because you don't want to give people the wrong impression. All right?
Now you give some reporters something to talk about.
Exactly.
So we'll hear that in the news tonight.
I hope so.
Trust me.
I hope so.
Trust me, some reporter is going to discuss that.
I don't know why he said that. You know, he just blurted out, maybe spoke out of turn or something, or maybe the police plan to make that announcement soon as to exactly what happened.
Or maybe it's exactly what we heard before, which is they were not.
Yeah, maybe you're right about that.
Yeah, maybe it's the
Maybe
same
right
thing
about
we
that.
heard.
Okay, weather-wise, the Met Services in Jamaica saying that they're expecting a strong cold front. Now, to be honest with you, I like the cold weather.
I love it, Andre.
I love the cold weather.
Yeah. This morning I walk, Andre, no sun. Absolutely no sun.
And I know how you love the sun so much already.
Yeah, I need to take in. Yeah, of course. The vitamin D is good.
Yeah, but
as
the
long
thing
as you have your sunscreen.
They say it comes with it's going to have strong gusty winds expected across Jamaica. They say across all northern parishes and hilly areas. Okay, and they said that this is going to continue, start from Saturday up until early next week. A cold front.
I love it.
So, I mean, if the cold front is coming with, very strong winds and things like that, then that's not something for us to wish we'd get. But I don't mind the cold. To be honest with you, I prefer that any day. This morning when I got up, it was a little warm in my room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a little warm because over the last few weeks it's been cool. So I say, I hope things are not beginning to change.
Yeah. The only thing for me, Andre, is that when the sun is not out too hot, then, you don't get the cold water in when you have the tank on top. That's the only thing. So this morning when I was taking my shower, it was not hot at all. So, Andre, I was like a little kid again. The fastest shower I ever took.
I spoke about that. That happened to me earlier this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. My heater was gone, meaning it was giving endless stress. And for 3:45 in the morning, I went under that water, and I started wet.
That's a screaming bath.
Listen, that thing feels like you've been tortured
in the fridge.
Like you've been tortured. Yeah, exactly.
In the fridge, yeah, it's
anyway,
really cold.
So let's hope there's nothing too serious, folks, with this cold front affecting Jamaica. But we have to spare a thought for all the way in Afghanistan. The folks in Afghanistan, they've been facing some real challenges over the years. Remember the Taliban and America and trying to get bin Laden. And now you have the Taliban in control. After all of that, the Taliban, after America left, in about 2 days, the Taliban is back in power already. Okay? And they've been having some real challenges because the Taliban, they have their philosophy on life, how they see things are supposed to run. Their thing is Sharia law. Back in the day, that's how it was. Women don't wear pants. Women are supposed to keep quiet. They're supposed to have their brother speak on behalf of,
and walk 2 steps behind.
Yeah. So the West and them, they're not really good friends. They're not really good friends at all. So right now they have very little support. So apart from they're having the conflict, the poor infrastructure, the economy struggling, deforestation, right? All that now intensifying the whole climate change, and causing those disasters. So the disaster was they had about 3 days of rain. And maybe it was non-stop rain. I'm not too sure. Right? One of the things I dread that ever happening in St. Lucia, you have non-stop rain. So for 3 days, and guess what? A mother and her 6 children were all killed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The only person that survived was the husband.
Where was he?
Well, I don't know.
Did they say?
They're living in this mud hut. That's where they live. So you have torrents of rain, the water coming down there. Hardly just wash them away. So a mother and her 6 children, all really killed.
Sad.
And I think a total of 61 people killed and more than 100 injured across the country. Okay? So again, when you have homes built of mud and then you are isolated, the international community not working with you, you're not working with the international community because of this human rights violations and things like that. Oh my gosh, you're having it rough. And sadly now, the people are the ones paying the ultimate price. So folks, let's spare a thought for them.
For them, yeah.
Let's also spare a thought for our brothers. I say our brothers and sisters in Cuba, because Trump is really after them, Lady J. He's really after relentless. Them. My gosh, man. Now, folks, what he's doing now, what he does best, and what America does best, I suspect, the minute you see they are putting pressure on you, they will apply pressure on people who are helping you. You hear that? They will, if they don't like you for whatever reason, they'll put pressure on you. They put sanctions on you. In the case of Cuba, 66 years. And if you are now trying to help Cuba, they will impose sanctions on you for helping Cuba. Now, there are sanctions in place. So what he's saying now, anybody, any country who gives Cuba oil, they will face additional sanctions. And here's the problem. He's saying Cuba has alliances with Russia, China, Iran, Hamas, and Hezbollah. That's what he says. Okay? I believe it's true. They have relations with Russia. That's no secret. They have relations with China. That's no secret. I'm not sure about Iran. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. But I know they have no such relationship with Hamas and Hezbollah. Monsieur is lying. Monsieur, we all know who I'm talking about. That man is lying. Just like he lied saying that Venezuela...
Start calling him DT.
Venezuela was exporting fentanyl. That's a lie.
Yeah, I remember.
It is a lie, a bold-faced lie, right? And then he said that Maduro is the head of some cartel. I don't even remember the name. I don't want to remember. That is a lie. What I do not understand, how come you have people who are supporting that man, like Nicki Minaj?
Some people, she probably don't even know that part, Andre. She's probably not even paying attention to that part of the news. You know, there was something, I don't even know if it was negative or not, because, you know, people just write things on social media where they were asking her to be sent back to Trinidad. So who knows if that's why she needs to be...
on his good side.
Yeah.
Hamas? What is Cuba doing with Hamas? Hamas needs help for themselves. You think Cuba going to be aligning themselves with Hamas? What can Hamas do for Cuba? Hamas is struggling in Gaza, right? Iran is the one assisting and helping them with arms and so on. What help can Hamas or Hezbollah give to Cuba in any meaningful way? That man is telling lies, folks. He's lying, and we should be very, very. We should condemn that kind of behavior. That's not fair.
Our little country, Andre, it's difficult. The Caribbean islands can come together to do that, but with little St. Lucia, there's not much we can do, Andre.
No, what I'm saying, we come out and condemn it. We condemn the lies, the propaganda, and the fact that you're targeting a country that's just trying to survive. They need the oil. How are they going to... And you see, Donald Trump, he knows that. He knows they need the oil. He knows that because they have to run the machinery and so on, and they need the oil. They need money as well. So you're blocking everything. That's a wicked individual.
Control,
you know,
Andre,
I can't do those things.
He wants to have control, so that's his way of having control.
You know, I can never, and I can say that right now.
You have a soft heart. You do.
I can't even begin to imagine me behaving like that, right, to another human being. The person who is struggling, you saying now, to anybody who gives them oil, right? You're going to put sanctions on them. Oh man! And by the way, you know he's suing. He likes a lot of big figures. He loves huge figures. 10 billion. He's suing the BBC. I think for how much? Is it 20 billion?
What did the BBC do this time?
Now, in fairness to him, the BBC ran some program where I think it was during the time of the riots on the Capitol, and he said he was telling them, you know, basically was kind of encouraging them, but he did say don't be violent. He did say that, but when the BBC carried the report, they didn't put that part in it. So basically, they said they played the clip where he's saying, "Yeah, go ahead," you know, the kind of thing.
Everybody was pushing that,
and they left it out. They left that part out. So he's suing them, I think, for I think 20 billion. I think 20 billion. He loves huge figures. So listen. Donald Trump is suing every Tom, Dick, and Harry. A whole bunch of... He's all over the place.
You never know. You never know what's going to happen to him after the 3 years.
You're right about that.
I don't blame him for trying to get all the money he can.
You know who he's suing right now?
Who now?
The IRS.
Is that right?
The Inland
Shouldn't they
or
be on his
Internal
side?
Revenue Service. That's right.
Shouldn't they be working together?
And the Treasury Department for $10 billion. Okay? Now, you know why he's doing that? Folks, Tansa. Apparently, when he doesn't make his taxes public.
Yeah.
Every U.S. president has done it.
I remember that, and they've been
from
asking.
day one, and they're asking him, make that public. He's not doing it, and he has good reason. I'll tell you why. So somebody inside the Inland Revenue Department, they exposed it.
Oh no!
They sent it to these, like for example, the Times and so on.
Yeah,
right.
The reporters and
yes,
so on,
and they sent it right. So now it was made public as to how much he paid. Here's a billionaire a billionaire. Guess how much he paid the IRS in 2016? Just guess how much he paid. This is a billionaire.
And that would be the last time he paid. That's the information.
There's also 2021. So he paid
2021.
federal income tax, right? In 2016 and in 2021. At least that's what at the time there. That's what was licked. Right? Just guess how much partner pay.
Maybe a couple thousand, knowing that he's so cheap. Did he exceed that? I hope it's not $50, Andre.
He paid $750.
Oh my God, less than 1,000?
$750.
Andre, so what did he leave for the little man?
Thank you very much. You see
that
this guy?
Struggling.
No wonder he's not making it public. And what I don't understand, how could that be?
Well, one thing I can say, Andre, I hope they don't find that person who spilled the beans.
Yes, they have a name. They actually have his name.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they actually have his name. Yeah, for doing that. So, me say, no doubt, I guess,
that's it,
paying a fine or taking a jail or something, because you're not supposed to do that.
No, you can't, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that's like working in the bank. You're not supposed to be talking about people's money, whether they have a million or a cent.
You're right.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, whistleblower boy, it shows you what he paid.
It's out. So nobody will believe.
That's right. Donald Trump
again.
In 2016 paid $750 in taxes.
All of that money.
Yeah, income tax. And in 2021, same $750. Now, the people doing those books, isn't that a red flag there? Is to see a man that's so rich, that's what he's paying in taxes. Yes. Not even in St. Lucia you can do that kind of thing.
So they probably know how to fix his books. Whoever he has.
I don't know. I mean, whoever it is that's doing the taxes for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, whoever's doing it, these people are smart.
He's probably saying he's not the one making the money. He's got those people working for him, and what he takes home is probably $2,000 or $3,000
or something like that.
Yeah, and so therefore he could pay the 7-something. That's probably how they fix in the books. You never know.
Yeah. You never know for true. You never know. They say they did charity and things like that.
So by the time you subtract all of that,
so he's suing the IRS, right, for $10 billion for looking the document.
Okay, so that would be nice, Andrew, because then we will know everything about him, because all of that is going to be in the papers, probably from the first day he ever worked.
Yeah, probably so.
To now.
Yeah.
Of course they will talk about it. You want to sue us? Okay, we have the story.
Mate is a character, boy. Mate is a character. Anyway, so turns out now, remember the boats they've been attacking and blowing up in the Pacific and in the Caribbean, right? The airstrikes. So there were 2 Trinidad and Tobago nationals who were killed in one of these operations.
Okay.
So, and by the way, the Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister, I haven't heard her say anything concerning these 2 nationals, because clearly these people are not involved in anything untoward. In fact, okay, let me not say that, right? At least it looks that way, right? That they were not involved. It looks like they were innocent people, it happened to be fishers, and that sort of thing. So I heard that. So the families of the 2 Trinidad and Tobago nationals, they are suing the U.S. government, okay, for wrongful death and extrajudicial killings. So there's an attorney representing the families, and they said that they're looking for substantial punitive damages in the amount to be determined at trial. So far, they've struck 36 vessels in the Caribbean and the Eastern Pacific since September last year, killing 126 people, which they feel proud of doing it because they record it and they show you what they're doing. Now, they're not thinking, how that's going to be used against them in court. Okay? Pete Hegseth. Remember that name. I remember those names well, although I'm not so good at names.
That's such a unique name. What? Hegseth?
Pete Heg, H-E-G.
Heg.
Yeah, Hegseth. Remember that name. Let's remember that name. Yes, let's remember it, folks.
The papers from now on.
So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay? All right. And now, head at the former president of FIFA, Sepp Blatter, right? He's proposing a ban to boycott the World Cup matches, the football World Cup matches, which are supposed to be taking place in the U.S. He's saying people should not go to the U.S. to watch the matches. But you know the way we are. We will still go.
Because we like our sports and so on.
We'll still
but it
go.
doesn't matter. Some people are going to listen to him, Andre.
I hope so.
Yeah, if he continues to press his point, some people are going to listen.
I hope so. I really hope so. But as I said, You know the way we are already. We like to do things that are comfortable. We don't like to go on a fast like what the people as we speak. I haven't even heard any new developments on the people who are conducting this fast. Remember, 60-something days not eating any food.
Yeah.
So by now, these people are probably near death if they're not getting treatment.
Especially if you're not drinking the water, Andre.
So these are people who understand what it is to stand up for something. But you're right. People love their football, and So I think he's saying the fact that they are stopping certain people, America, not allowing certain countries to give them visas and so on. So they're digging holes on all these things.
Exactly. So that's another big issue there, where people will have to be, you're spending more money because it's more money to spend for the visa. So why should I bother?
Yes.
I'll just watch it on television.
Okay, Lady J. Next week I want to talk about a sheriff's deputy who had this fatal encounter with a black lady. He was a white guy, and we'll talk about that next week. The lady I think she had a boiling pot of water, and that ended up being a tragedy where the officer shot the lady in her face. So we'll talk about that next week. All right? Talk about it next week. But there's something I know that is going to interest you.
Why are you leaving us in suspense, Andre?
Yeah, because it's going to take a little time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a white officer and a black woman.
In the meantime, I'll have to look at that story.
Yes, please go and check it out. Yeah, they sentenced him to 20 years in jail for what he did. So there's something I know that you're going to like to talk about. So let's end with that. There's this guy, this gentleman. I think he's 27 years old, and his bride-to-be, she's 30. They were overweight. Okay, and at least in their estimation, I think they said they're both like 215 pounds. Now that's pretty heavy, to be honest with you.
Especially the height.
215 pounds. Because I'm like 100 and maybe 90, somewhere around there, 190, and I still find I probably need to take that down maybe to 180 something, somewhere around there.
Your height, your height has a lot to do with it too.
So they decided now to lose weight together. So on their wedding day, they feel happy, yes, and so on. And they did it. They actually did it. So together they lost a combined 95 pounds. They said when they went to on their wedding day, people didn't even recognize them. So there are pics of them. There are pics of them. They show you before and after. It's amazing. Okay, the guy actually has abs and I said, what? What?
Crash course in eating.
I said, what?
Tell you.
So I know people are probably wondering, well, how did they do it? So they said what they did was, all right, they said every day they ate a protein, a protein, a carb, because a lot of us try and stay away from the carbs, a carb, and a vegetable. Okay, they said, and every day, one of them did the walking about an hour. Okay, they did that at nights, I guess when they come from work or whatever, and the other one chose running. So one chose the running. I think the guy did the running, and the lady did the walking. So that's their little secret.
That's commitment, Andre.
Right.
That is commitment.
Yes.
But you see, when you have someone who supports what you do.
I knew it like that. So let me, you take it away.
When you have someone who supports you, Andre, it's going to work. Andre, remember when we were going walking?
Yes.
And I would say, instead of going down this way, go up this way?
Yes.
Andre, if you had said no, you think I would go up there?
Remember one time I did? I said, I ain't going up there.
I can't remember what I said for that one. I don't know.
I remember exactly what you said.
What did I say?
You said to me, Andrew, but you're a man. You're a man.
What did you do? What did you say? You're not going?
But I went about my business.
Oh, you didn't do it?
And folks, she still went up.
Oh, really?
She still went up.
So then I had to run to you or something?
No. You did your thing. I said, I ain't going up there. I'm not going in that direction because there's a certain portion of that road that's really quiet. Okay? So I said, Esther, I ain't going up there.
Oh, I can't even remember that.
You've been with the hard head.
Hard-headed. But the good... The walk must have been good. That's why I say I'm going this way.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay.
So you're saying.
Yeah. So, Andre, I mean, obviously they were overweight. So they must have been eating a lot.
Yes, they said
and
that.
to be able to cut down to probably, like we say, food portions, maybe a small cup of the protein, the carbs, and the veggie. Andre, that's a lot,
They said when you get when you get to tracking your foods, you realize how much you're actually eating. Yeah, when you're tracking it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Wow.
Because, as we say, you have Monday to Friday. Eat properly, eat sensibly. On the Sunday, if you want to binge, you can binge, or on the Saturday. Andre, one can put on 15 or 10 pounds on a Sunday alone, you know.
I believe that.
Check
I believe
the scale. When you go on the scale first thing in the morning and then go in the evening, 5, 10 plus pounds. Yeah.
And you know, folks,
Easy.
that's the diet, but there's also the exercise part. So they say that they walk an hour.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's all
That's
you need,
huge.
yeah.
That's huge. But I'll be honest with you, Lady J. Again, you know, because of my challenges here, I cannot go to the gym as often as I would like to be honest with you. Right? So I try my best. I try my best not to consume too much food during the
Right.
day. I try my
To help.
best. Because I know if I have to eat normally, I'm just going to put on
little
endless weight.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm not happy with the fact that I do not go to the gym as often as I should.
How many times a week you go,
I'd
Andre?
like to go like 3 times a week.
Okay.
Right? So I'm able right now, twice, right? And sometimes when I go, there's so many people there. There's so many vehicles. I can't get a parking space. I just have to go back home. I say, wait, me say, you know. So, and honestly, I never thought there'd be so many people going to the gym at nights. I said, boys, it'd be smooth
Andre,
sailing.
it's time to change your gym. If you can't get a parking spot, you've got to change your gym. That's just what it is.
Yeah, but how many offer that 24-hour service? That's the thing.
All of them right now. All
Oh,
the
yeah?
gyms right now. Maybe except one. I don't think
Mango
she's
Moon?
doing it. No,
Mango Moon?
I don't know for Mango Moon, but
Vella?
Vel is not doing it. Vel.
Oh, she's not doing
it. No, she's the only one I know for now still closing her normal time. But all the others are up through. Reps, I was here yesterday. He's 24 hours as well.
But here's the problem. It's the distance. Because
Well,
remember,
yes.
I live in Leclerc.
Yeah, so
now
you wanna go
going
in
to
the
down,
opposite.
yeah, it just takes me 5 minutes to get there.
Yeah,
You understand?
because you're going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, so that's the thing. But I don't know. But nonetheless, here's the thing. Because I thought of that. Now, bravo to that couple. Bravo,
Bravo to them. Definitely.
And folks, they gave you the little
got-
secret. They say they have a protein, a carb, and a vegetable.
Which
So
is what you need.
meaning, I guess they have some kind of protein. Could be fish, chicken. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm not sure. And they have a carb inside there. It could be macaroni. I'm just saying as an example.
And
folks.
they didn't talk about alcohol or drinks, but I'm sure they really decreased
Probably
all
so.
of that.
Yeah, yeah.
The alcohol,
And they said a
the
vegetable.
soft drinks, the fruit drinks. They probably cut all of that and just took on water.
Yes,
you know,
most
to
likely.
reach the level that they wanted to reach.
So a protein, a carb, and a vegetable. It doesn't mean like one piece. That's not what they say.
Yeah, just cup size.
Yeah, so you have enough for that. And honestly, you should see the before and after pics. The guy actually has abs. I was like, what, boy?
Yeah. From the time you said abs, I told myself he would have had to go on this strong crash diet.
Yes. And from 215 pounds, I mean, wow, they lost 95 pounds. That's really, really good. And the exercise, don't forget that some way. But here's the catch, Lady J. Can they sustain that?
That's the thing. That's why I was telling you, when two people work together,
Yes.
you know, it's good motivation. But will they continue?
Yes, that's the thing. Because, you know, we're human nature. We've all been there already, right? We make, as you said there, we go on these crash things and so on, and it works. But then now the cravings return.
The cravings return, and then you're putting on. If you lost 20, you may put on 30 or 35 because you're putting on half of what you've lost.
Yes.
Back again. So
it's to maintain that thing. So when those cravings come back, and sometimes they come back so bad, you feel like you're going crazy, you know.
I would say if they continue with the walking and the running, it would be fine, even if they are to binge more. But if they continue the walking, Andre,
and even that, Lady J, the reality is, who can really, unless of course, you know, you're a person that you're not really employed, and all you do maybe
time. I see what you're saying.
To maintain that on a, because they say they go walking every day or every night, right? How can you sustain something like that realistically?
Well, Andre, one thing I'm going to say, remember in the Caribbean, it gets dark pretty early. When you're over, especially if they're Americans, you can go running, walking 8, 9 in the evening before it gets dark. So they do have more hours of brightness compared to us. You know what I mean? And so that might be one of the reasons or the ways that they are able to do it morning and or evening, you know. And I guess eventually they might probably get treadmills or some cardio equipment in the house.
Yeah, maybe.
So on off days. But Andre, I want to go back to you because you were talking about the gym and not being able to go. Do you have any dumbbells of your own?
No, I don't. No.
Andre, I'll bring you some dumbbells. You know, I have a lot of dumbbells.
Really?
How you mean, Andre? I can bring that for you on Monday.
Like a good 20 pound?
No, Andre, I'm female, so I have.
You didn't bring female stuff for me?
I'll bring 10 pounds and
But
you can double up.
What I found, Lady J, to be honest, bravo to you, bravo to you, because I'm sure there are a lot of people listening and especially taking in what we're saying there. What I found, and a lot of people say the same thing, they buy a treadmill, after a while, it's spiders that end up being on the treadmill.
Yeah, that can happen.
Okay, you have the
Andre.
dumbbells, same thing, spiders on that thing there. They don't have the motivation to continue going, right? And that's the problem. That's the problem. So something you just prefer now to pay a gym. At least you know, if you don't go, it's hitting you in the pocket.
Which is what's happening to you.
It kind of motivates you to go. You understand? Yeah.
Which is what's happening to you. For your reason is because you can't find parking, Andre. I go to the gym, I paid my money, and I cannot find parking. Andre, I'll park a little higher and I'll walk. Well, Andre,
You know
it
why?
will never work for you.
You know why? You know why? You know why? Because that area there, right, is kind of close to the hospital, Old Victoria Hospital. What do you call it now? What do you call it? Betty Wells Clinic or something like they call it now?
Yeah.
That area there.
Oh, you're coming from that way.
Yeah.
What about the main? What about the main street? You can't get any parking there.
Yeah,
Okay.
just kind of limited. And these days everybody has a vehicle.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. So as I said, the challenge is to maintain that sort of thing. If we can maintain it, we are good to go. Especially where the exercise is concerned. Yeah?
It's pretty easy to put on weight, Andre. Trust me.
Tell me about it.
It's pretty easy. No matter, even being here, because I'm not getting my 5 miles. So I have to find alternative ways, like going on my bike because my mom, not being too well. So I just go downstairs and use my bike. 30 minutes.
Why is the exercise so important? Yeah.
For me?
Yeah. For anybody, the exercise.
Well, Andre, exercise makes you feel good, Andre. Period. Just makes you feel good. Of course, it's hard work, Andre. Nobody likes hard work. But at the end of the day, Andre, don't you like looking at yourself? Like the man, for example, flat stomach. I like that. You look better in your clothes. You feel better. Rejuvenated.
Yeah, now that's beautiful. But what I'm really asking, how does the exercise affect the weight loss?
Andre, there's so many ways exercise can solve that issue or affect it, Andre, because remember, you're burning calories, right? And remember, for example, if you eat in the morning, if you don't eat in the morning, the body realizes that you're not eating in the morning, and the body is going to hold on to fat, your fat. Eventually, you will see it on the outside. It's on the inside, you're going to see it on the outside. So that's why it's important every day, 1, to have your breakfast, and 2, to exercise, even if it is 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You have to do something because the body is working on the inside. It's craving for food, but it doesn't mean you have to give it excess food. And people forget that, and they think they must, or they starve themselves in the morning just because. So I'll eat lunch. No, the best time to eat is in the morning. Okay, so the body realizes I'm going to get food in the morning, and I don't have to hold back, which is stored fat. That's what's happening there. So a lot of people don't because they're on the move. Even sometimes, some mornings, I don't get to eat because I'm on the move. But that's the best time to eat. It's very important.
And to make this the time, some way, somehow, to get the exercise in there. Because you say it burns calories.
It burns the calories.
Yeah.
And some people may not be able to jump. I mean, I hardly run nowadays, because after a while, it's so much pressure. And Andre, I did so much of step classes. Eventually, it does a number to your knees and so on. And I want my knees for however long.
I agree.
So once you realize that, you slow down. So I take up most of the walking now. I don't run unless I have to run. But I don't run. I just walk, power walk if I have to. But it's important. A lot of people forget that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's the most important meal of the day. A lot of people forget that.
So folks, just in case you would like to know the little secret there, and you can go check it out. The couple's names are Riley and Isaac Anastasu, Anastasu, Anastasu. That's how I pronounce it. I didn't baptize them. So Riley and Isaac. I'm sure you can probably just type in Riley and Isaac and see what they look like before and what they look like now. By the way, they post their journey on Instagram, and they got 6.5 million views.
Wow.
People are always interested to know how people lose the weight. So 6.5 million views. That's a lot. That's a lot. So they're saying, right? Eat protein. You can have your little carb. That's what they're saying. You have a little carb and vegetables.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
protein
of
is
course,
important.
you have the exercise.
Building
and they
of
said
the
that
muscle.
do not overeat. Don't overeat. Don't eat too much.
Yeah.
Try to control that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Gotta.
Alrighty. So let's
So if
get
you're going
into
to
the
eat a
challenge.
lot, then you definitely have to exercise a lot because one must compensate for the other.
Well said, Lady J.
So you want to go on Facebook?
Yes, you
now?
ready? Anuali.
Yeah.
So, folks, this is Harddrive. Anything wrong?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let me just, go ahead, Andre, speak. I'm getting it.
Oh, you're looking for it? Okay,
yes.
no
All right.
problem.
I just had to bring it up. Yes, Sharon Peter. Sharon Peter says, it is the weekend. Have a wonderful one, REV-UP family.
You
Thank
as well, Sharon. You as well.
Thank you.
All the best, and thanks for always listening. Really appreciate your support. Yeah?
Some people are relentless, eh? Andre, I see a comment there. So I'm just giving you a heads up.
Sure.
It's the weekend. Have a wonderful one, REV-UP family. That's Sharon Peter again. She's doubling up. Dakota says, good morning.
Dakota Maguire, Cleveland. Good morning to you.
Okay. Dakota also says, happy weekend. Be safe. Thank you, Dakota.
You as well.
Sharon Peter says, Lady J, good morning. Have a safe and wonderful weekend. Thank you, Sharon. Appreciate. She says, keep up the good work, Lady J. Thank you, Sharon. Appreciate. You know, there'll always be some people on your side,
Of
so
course.
that's okay. Irene says, it's a cold and rainy Friday. Stay dry. Warm and safe, listeners.
Good morning, Erin. Hope all is well with you.
Lady J and Andrea, be careful when driving as well. Thank you, Irene. Thank you. Sharon Mercenaire, what's it? Marcner. Says, happy Friday, REV-UP family. Thank you, Sharon. John McCurdy says, a blessed Friday to all REV-UP family listening. Thank you, John. See that name very often. Yeah. Sherry Blossom says, morning all. Good morning, Sherry. Veronica Bryan says, blessed Friday, REV-UP. And she has it in bold. REV-UP family. Veronica. P. Kian Mesdor says, suddenly now, Andre and I elucidated about that caller who criticized Lady J. I so harshly, it's because she thinks Lady J, Lady J outshining her relationship with you. Wow, it's a classic case of female jealousy. But thanks for making us laugh. This one's quite funny.
I think so.
Thank you. We needed that laughter, that extra laughter this morning because, you know, once you're with Andre, you're going to laugh. Trust me. Irene Shalmine says, I collected my prize from winning the riddle of the day and would like to thank Remember Me Boutique, Salon and Spa Services. Thank you, Irene. Absolutely love the outfit. Okay, thank you, Irene. Appreciate. Thank you so much. Oh, guess what? Joe Z. Ann, right?
Correct. That's
Had
right.
to go
That's
slow.
right. You got it.
When I went to Luther yesterday,
She was
this
there?
person was crossing the road and Luther called her and introduced her. And it was her. So I finally met her. And let me tell you, she says to me, her name is French, but it's supposed to have 2 N's. So that's why when I first saw it, it was difficult for me. Because Josie Ann should have more or less had 2 N's. So she told me a lot of people get that. Anyway, Good morning, Josie Ann.
Yeah.
Finally meeting you.
And she's the best neighbor in the world.
Yeah, she gave me a little history. So I listened to that one. Good morning, REV-UP family. Lady J, keep the faith. Don't let that break you down. A blessed morning to Mr. Sylvester Love. No, hello. Come on. Things like that will not break me down. Trust me. I still have my 10 fingernails and toes. Why would I be? Yeah. I'm not even thinking about that. Good morning, my REV-UP family members. But where is Lorena?
Hey, for true. How's she
Clara
doing?
Sammy, hold on, girlfriend. Have a great day, everyone.
Hey, Lorena, for true. We haven't heard from her in couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Hope all is well, Lorena. And of course, Clara Sami, special good morning to you and your family, especially your son, the great one, Darren Sami.
That's right. So Irene had a little typo there, so she corrected that, and we're moving on. P. Kian says, I can never love Kina's laugh. Okay. It says I can never, right?
You see?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Lucita Japierre says, good morning, Andre and lovely Lady J.
Morning, Lucita.
And don't forget the beautiful Kina. Friday blessings.
To you as well, Lucita.
Yeah. Clara Sammy's here. She says, good morning, REV-UP family. Yeah, so somebody just called up just before. Yeah, so good morning, Clara. Lucita says, good morning, everyone on live and Radio Garden. Share the link. Human beings complain about everything. That is why sometimes you can't please everyone. True, you can't, Lucita. You just can't. And if we have to, the only thing is sometimes people tend to put your job in jeopardy. And that, that is sometimes an issue. But yeah. Lucita says, good morning. Irene comes back and say, the people who complain or criticize the most of you put them in that same situation cannot do any better. But true, Irene. True. Well spoken. Well said. True. Nabi O'Brien, Lovins. Oh boy. The whole day. Do we have to read that for the whole time? The caller who criticized Lady J made me feel sad. There was no need for the harsh words. As women, we should learn to uplift each other. Just a nice look at all. Just a nice look at all. I don't know. Let me just say right here, because you're all listening, I didn't hear it. So the damage that you think in it that's done to me, it's not going to do that damage. And maybe if I heard it, I probably would not let it bother me. I mean, you can speak to yourself, and prevent things from bothering you. I mean, if it's my family, Andre, of course it's going to affect me. This is not a family member. So I can't make something like that affect me. But I take in what I understand she said. I'm taking that in. All right? If it is for if it is for me to be aware of this, obviously I have to be aware of it. But I think there's time and place for everything. And that's how I end this. Good morning, Andre and Lady J. Have a wonderful and safe weekend.
You as well.
Yeah. Lucita Japierre says, some people just want to embarrass people on air. There is a certain individual who always thinks she can embarrass Charlie on air. No one is perfect. Thank you, Lucita. Yeah. Sherry, what shocked me most is the person it was coming from. I see her in a different light now. Okay, then. So sometimes we put things in there and then it reverses. So we have to watch that. Yeah, it's reversing now. Now it's shifting. Andre, there's a lot of that. Let me see. We move on.
I remember Tony and Kina always spoke about this jumping thing.
Yeah. Lucita Japierre says, exactly, amen to that. And DK was basically telling you who the person was when you were stuck on who it was for Denry, Sean. The name wasn't coming.
Okay, yes.
So he says Denry North, Andre.
Denry North, yes. Thank you very
Sean
much.
Edward, yeah. Thank you, NDK. Sherry Blossom says, she called in defense of Lady J. She spoke well today. I don't know who that was. But thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Ndike says, good morning to all on the live stream and all is listening on other platforms. One thing we must understand, with 100 people, not the 100 persons will be there for you. Always remember that. And my mom and dad always taught me that. Good morning to the host, Andre and Lady J. Blessings. That's Ndike, Andre.
Okay, Ndike.
Septima
That's my partner. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the German.
Yes.
And we thought it was. I thought it was a girl because of the K at the end.
Yes. Hope you had a great time with your wife yesterday, and it was her birthday. Yes.
Septima Joseph says, hello, good morning to all listening to REV-UP. Well, she has Rev, yeah. And DK says, morning, Makina, how are you doing? Yes, yes, yes. And she also says, let's just celebrate the good work of our law enforcement officers, Andre. So I guess based on what you had said. And DK says, there is never wrong place at the wrong time. Okay. And Wendy John. Okay, I haven't come across that name before, Andre. Wendy John. You
I
got
know,
that?
you're not too
Wendy
sure.
John says, good morning, everyone. It's the first time I'm coming across that name. So if it is her first time, then welcome. Yeah. We
All right.
appreciate you.
If it is, yes.
Yeah. And NDK, when you were talking, she says the vegan chicken, when you were talking about KFC, the vegan children doesn't like KFC.
Oh, they don't? All right, okay.
And DK says, well, Andre, let's exchange place right now because I don't want to be where I am right now. 16 degrees. Ooh, I feel that already.
Not that one.
Erin Shalmine says, just fill your mouth with water before you step under the shower. That was
What?
Yeah, that was a usual in my very early morning working days. What does it do, Erin? Filling your mouth with water. What does it do? Prevent you from screaming, or it's making the water get hot? I don't know what it does. And DK says, just say, oh, Andre.
Just say what?
O-O-H, Andre. I don't know what that was for. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, maybe for the water. I'm not sure. And DK says, Andre and Nikki don't want to be deported because of her boyfriend and brother whom she wants pardon for. Well, if that's true, that would make sense for sure.
What's that again?
Nicki Minaj, she's talking about. So she
okay.
says, Andre, and then she says, Nikki, she means Nicki Minaj, don't want to be deported because of her boyfriend and brother whom she wants pardon for. So where are they, in jail? We have to read up on that then. That part I don't know. So when you were talking about, NDK says 10 billion. So you probably were talking about Trump there. And then she puts $50. That's $50, meaning that's probably what she thought he gave to
the IRS.
IRS.
Okay, but I think that's what you said as well. $50.
I said I hope it's not, but I did say 1,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. That's right. You said 1,000. Sorry.
Joan Shalry says, blessed morning, Andre. Beautiful Lady J and everyone listening. Thank you, Joan. Thank you. Appreciate.
You have 5 minutes, huh?
Oh, okay. Well, we won't be able to read the platform. Don Lemon is always on the orange one. And Nicki Minaj's case. Oh, okay. Let me read that. Don Lemon is always on the orange one. That's probably a program. And Nicki Minaj's case. And I'm enjoying listening to him. Okay. That's Nabi O'Brien. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. And DK says, imagine suing your government that you are heading. I thought the same thing. True. Crazy man, isn't he? Arthur Charles says, good morning, folks. Today is the birthday of Asani Wilson.
Hey, Mochi, look, I forgot that. Oh, my God. I forgot to. Now, let me see. What did I type that? Let me see. Oh, I think I wrote that. Oh, man, let me apologize. Let me apologize to my son.
Say the happy birthday to
my son. Oh, man. Hassani Wilson Paul. Happy birthday to you, my son. Okay?
To whom I'm well pleased.
Yeah, I know he's on a lime. He's on a lime today. Oh, he's on a lime. Yeah, he's on a lime, boy. I can tell you that. As to whether he's going to be listening, I'm not too sure, but most likely his mom is listening. So please tell Sonny that I wished him happy birthday. I'll message him a little later today. And, he's come a long way. He's joined the team. He was working for a radio station in Barbados. When I told him about coming to work with us, he wanted to straddle the fence, work for both, which would have been a cool thing because, he'd get 2 salaries. But I don't think he felt comfortable with that. So he took the leap of faith and he decided to come over with us. Okay. And I'm very pleased about that because I like his vibe. Yeah. I like his vibe on an afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes, he's full of energy and he takes a mature approach. Yeah. To his music, because it's easy for young people to play stuff that is controversial, right? Stuff that have question marks by them. I feel safe with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel safe. He plays good, clean stuff, and he comes with an approach that seems to want to be able to pass on words of wisdom and so on to his listeners. So I like that style. I like it. He has in entertainment news. He talks about people's birthdays and things.
Yeah.
So not the typical announcer who's just on the air and just playing music and mix in.
Yeah.
You could see he's really serious. And I like that. So lots of things that he's doing that make me proud. Not everything, because obviously there's some things I really like. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I mean, he's a good boy. He's
like
a good
any
boy.
father or mother would be.
Very respectful. The staff say it all the time when he comes into the offices there. He's always respectful. Good morning, good afternoon. Very pleasant. Kind of soft spoken to the staff, right? So all these are good qualities. I can sleep well at nights knowing that he's not involved in anything untoward, right? Like something that may be illegal activity. So that makes me, if anything, that's what makes me feel the proudest.
Right.
The fact that I know if I were to go tomorrow, I can go in peace. You understand?
I do, but I don't go in that direction. But I hear you, Andre.
So happy birthday, Hassani.
And today you're going to thank Arthur Charles because you got up this morning and you didn't have it on your mind.
Actually, I wrote
but
it.
He did say say that it was his birthday.
Look, you see, I wrote it. I read it right here.
Oh.
Yeah, I have his name. You see that? Oh man, I had the thing written
okay. I'm
right
sure he's
there.
listening, Andre.
Yeah. Sorry, son.
So today you say thank you to Arthur Charles. Andre,
for reminding me.
to Arthur Charles.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Arthur.
So
much appreciated. Bon Dieu. Oui, papa. All right.
So I'm going to read it again because he had more to say. So good morning, folks. Today is the birthday of Asani Wilson Paul, a.k.a. Zen the DJ, Andre Paul's son.
So in case you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. He also says Miss Donna Hinkson, a.k.a. Mabu, meaning Boo Hinkson's wife. Donna, it's her birthday today.
Donna Hinkson, good morning to you.
Yeah,
happy birthday. You're married to one of the great sons of the soil.
I tell you.
Without a doubt. Yeah, Darren Sami, the great one, Boo Hinkson, the great one. I mean, there's so many great ones in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Boy, look, I lost it again. Oh,
so happy birthday to you. What's the name again? What's the name?
Donna.
Donna.
Yeah. Okay,
yes. Happy birthday, Donna.
I got it.
Okay, Lady J, we're winding down.
Okay. It says, also it's the wedding anniversary of Andre's good friend, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Roma Edmund of Sunbuilt.
Oh, okay. Hey, congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. Yes, wishing you all the best. Many more years together.
Okay. And Pamela Eugene says, news is that he has been arrested. And what news is that?
Who's been arrested?
I don't know.
Donald Trump?
Yeah. Oh, she's responding to something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Trump that did.
No.
Okay, Lady J, we got to wrap up. We got to wrap up.
All right.
I see you're really getting into the thing, boy.
No, there's so many of them. Yeah. All right, Andre. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, folks, sorry about that. But, time to go. The things that I have to do.
haven't even gone through the platform as well.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, but good morning to DBS. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lisa. Good morning to Cynthia. Good morning to Anna.
Lisa? Who Lisa?
Lisa is Lisa Dyer. What's her name?
You said Lisa,
Isn't her name Lisa Dyer? What's her name, Andre?
I don't know.
Dyer?
Well, maybe she's Lisa as well. I
she
don't
is
know.
Lisa.
Okay, all right. Well,
Andre, what do you call her?
It's all right. It's all right. I take that back. I take it back.
Lisa.
Okay.
Spelled differently. Because Lisa Joseph spelled hers, I think, with 2 S's.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So we got to wrap it up. Don't forget, this afternoon between 2 and 3 is going to be a REV-UP. The top 10 homegrown.
Oh yes,
that's from 2 o'clock until 3 o'clock this afternoon.
That? I didn't remember.
Yeah, yes. And by the way, our good friend here, John Antoine, he's been at #1 with his song "Just Sing Hallelujah."
18 weeks or so.
How many? I think I see 12 weeks there.
No, it's more than that.
More than that? I thought it was 12 weeks. Oh, well, sorry about that. So it's 18 weeks.
So is it there? What's there? 18 or 12?
20.
There you go.
20
It's
weeks.
about
Oh my
that,
God.
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
partner,
A lot,
congratulations.
yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I think if I my memory serves me correctly, there was a St. Lucian, but what's her name again? She used to sing spooge music and stuff.
Patsy
Patsy
Kade.
Kade. I'm
She's
glad you
still
remember
around.
that.
Of course.
Yeah, she when I think Barbados, one of the stations in Barbados, they had a top 20, and she had a song, I think, Just Loving You. Remember that
I
song?
could spend my life just loving you.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I'll probably drop that today, Andre.
Oh,
Did
nice.
you see that? I'll try
that
to
song
look for it.
was at number
Yeah.
one in
That's a good
Barbados for
song.
about 20 weeks. I remember that as a young guy. I used to listen to all these shows.
She's got a couple because she's got Mommy. Remember?
Quite a few.
Yeah,
You have to
I
go
remember
down there.
Mommy, yes.
Bad Situation.
I love
You Are My
That
Strength.
Situation was my favorite.
Yeah, You Are My Strength was my favorite. Yeah, I haven't seen Patsy in a while. I hope she's all right. I hope she's okay.
saw her about a year ago at JQ.
So
she
that's
looks good, just the same. Yeah,
That's the last time I heard somebody been on the charts for that long.
Okay.
So, hey, John Antoine, congratulations, my bro. 20 weeks on the REV-UP St. Lucia Homegrown at number 1. And
Let's
a
see
lot
what
of people
happens
love
today,
that
Andre.
song. Yeah, people love that song.
Let's see what happens today,
Love that
because the other gentleman has been pushing Andre. Pushing, so you never know if he makes it.
Joseph Dacheville?
Yeah, not
Humble Official?
Humble
Humble
Official.
Official, yeah.
Yes, I've been pushing, so you never know. We'll see what happens today.
So congratulations to all of you. And by the way, folks, we have to give credit where credit is due. This is Tony Paul's legacy. Alrighty? And I have to
St. Lucian
admit,
music.
I remember I said to Tony, how are we going to maintain the show? Because we don't produce much music. And boy, I was wrong about that one. Yeah, because you have a lot of music coming out right now from a lot of St. Lucians, not just in St. Lucia, but in the diaspora as well. Yeah. And they're contacting the radio stations in St. Lucia, maybe TV stations as well, when they have videos to their songs and to get their songs played. So, hey, the future is looking bright, man, for St. Lucian music. Yeah, Joseph Dacheville, my good friend, he said to me he has some stuff to release there soon.
I like his song Therapy. That's a really good song, huh?
All his songs, I love all of them. I love all of them. Yeah, he sings very, very well. And he calls my show sometimes.
Okay.
He does. Okay, Lady J, so have yourself a great one.
Yes, Andre.
All right.
Certainly will.
And so Lady J will be with you until 3 this afternoon. Then both the boy, Zen the DJ.
Oh, I'm going to want to hear how he comes on with his introduction today. 1 year older.
Yeah.
Is he wiser?
I hope so. So he'll be here from 3 o'clock until 6. So folks, the weekend is upon us once again to make it a peaceful weekend. A peaceful weekend. All
Andre,
right?
it's also the end of the month. We say goodbye to January this weekend.
Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yes. And don't forget to look out for our Valentine's special, right? We need you to call in and say a simple thing, how you met your significant other. And you could be the lucky winner of some really nice prizes, man.
Fabulous prizes.
Some really nice stuff. I'm telling you, that staycation there at JJ's, it's really good. Really, really good. It includes a room, and breakfast
Food,
and lunch and dinner and a boat ride and going to the Sulphur Springs, going to the warm baths and the waterfalls and it's a speedboat ride, man. Yeah. Wow. A whole bunch of stuff.
That.
Plus the treatment here. At Blue Lotus and so on. And who knows, we may get a couple other prizes to throw in there as well.
Yeah,
we're still working on that to sweeten the pot. So all you have to do is just give us a call from next week Monday. We'll do it from 11 o'clock, right? From 11 o'clock. We'll have the shout outs. Just do it from 11 o'clock until about maybe 11:45. Let's see how things work out.
Yeah.
So we'll take 3 calls from 3 different people saying how they met their significant other. And what I'm looking forward to is to hear both partners giving their little version of how the thing happened. Yeah, and I like soaps already.
Good ones, Andy.
So I'll be there
to
follow up with all kind of questions. Yes, sir. And of course the return of Kina. On Monday.
Yes.
All right. So Kina, hey, psych yourself up, man. Don't get too used to, resting there with snow too much. Yeah. Time to wake up.
I'm sure Kina is probably on a flight somewhere.
One time I remember I was at a church service, and the preacher man was always very, very boring. Okay. So he realized everybody's sleeping. He goes, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." So
everybody jump?
So I'm saying to Kina, wake up, wake up.
I thought you were saying everybody jump up.
Of course, because we're always sleeping.
Shame on him. Shame on him. He should realize that. Yeah.
Poor chap.
Did it get any better the next week?
Nah.
So that was just him.
Yeah. Boy, imagine you leaving your home to go to a service and then just what you get in. Some boring thing. Anyway.
Sometimes the voice, Andre?
That
Sometimes
too. Yeah.
The voice.
Okay, folks. So this has been Harddrive for today and for this week. Thank you very much for listening, and thanks for viewing the program brought to you with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we strive to bring you and your family the highest level of comfort, absolute satisfaction, and peace of mind during your most sorrowful time of need.
Our professional standards and quality services are second to none. We offer ground burials, burials at sea, cremations, and embalming, fine locally made coffins, internationally made caskets, 24-hour emergency, shipping and receiving the deceased to and from overseas.
Ram Valley's signature funeral package includes a casket or coffin collection, refrigeration and preparation of the body, hearse services, 100 funeral leaflets, 12 memorial buttons, 6 keurings, 10 corsages, and 1 framed photo.
Ram Valley's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, Castries, and Lartuni, Beaufort. For more information, please call 758-452-2021 or 758-454-9239.
REV-UP St. Lucia, your healthy alternative.
That is freaking awesome, dude.
95.9 FM, the alpha of radio.